Yeah, welcome back to my next session. In this session, I am going to explain about net present value problems, that is NPV problems. See, net present value, it speaks about time value of money. It talks about discount rate, or it means to say it tells about time value, how time value keeps on changing. First year, what is the value? If they earn 10,000 in the first year, 2007, what will be the value of 10,000 in the present? 2008, what is the value of 10,000? It means to say money value changes. So that will be considering in the net present value. Let us move on to the problem so that you can easily understand what exactly the net present value. So in this situation, from the following information, calculate the net present value of the two projects and suggest which of the two projects should be accepted discount rate of the two. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಟೂ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ. Initial investment in the project X 20,000, project Y 30,000. Estimated life 5 years, 5 years. Both the project it will be a 5 years. Scrap value they are given. You should keep in mind they are given in the scrap value 1,000 and 2,000. The profits before depreciation and after taxation are as follows. A very important thing while doing net present value, what exactly the cash inflow we required, or profit or return, what exactly the return we required means before depreciation, after taxation. You just keep in mind whenever doing any capital budgeting problems, except accounting rate of return, we required after, that is taxation, but before depreciation. Before depreciation, after taxation, cash inflows we required. In this problem they are given the same, but if they are given in the problem before depreciation, before taxation, then we have to add back. We must aware of that. In next sessions I am going to explain all over this, but in this now, in this situation, always we require the before depreciation, after taxation. Let us move on to the project X. 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 3,000 and 2,000. That is the cash inflow they are received from past 5 years. Then project Y 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. The following are the present value factors at 10% per annum. So value of discount rate is 10% per every year. Let us move on to that. So the present value they are given in the first year 0.909, second year 0.826, third year 751, fourth year 683, fifth year 621.621, sixth year 0.564. Now cash inflows, we should take the cash inflows and the discount factor into discount factor. That's it. Whatever the output you are going to get, so that you have to deduct from the initial investment. Let us go for that. Present value I have applied, I have written, then I have taken, that is project X 5,000 into 0.909. That is output is 4,545. The second 10,000, second year cash inflow 10,000 into 0.826, 8,260. Third year 10,000 into 0.751, 7,510. Fourth year 3,000 into 0.621, 1,242. The last year 1,000 into 0.621, 621. The total cash inflow after discounted ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ 24,227. ಅಂದರೆ ಇವು ಏನು ತಗೋತಾರೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಂದಿತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮನಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನು ಸಹ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಅದು ಎರಡನೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಗೆ ಸಮ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮನಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಸೇಮ್ 10% ಅದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 20,000 ಇಂಟು 0.909 18,180. 10,000 into 0.826 8,260. 5,000 into 0.751 3,755. 3,000 into 0.683 it comes to 2,049. 2,000 into 0.621 again it will become 2,242. Then 2,000 into 0.6424 that is 1,245. All put together the project X and project Y. Project Y it is 34,728. Then project X there will be a separate, project Y there will be a separate. Now project X ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ 24,227 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ 34,728 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ 20,000, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ 30,000. ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಯಾವುದು ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ 4,227 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4,728. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ we have to accept project Y should be select. So we have to go for project Y is higher return since we are going to accept the project Y. Let us quickly go for the recap once for the same problem. Here they are given discount value and as well as cash inflows they are given for the past 5 years. So what we have done, 10% substitute we have applied. In net present value it is very easy, but we must aware of that cash inflows must be before depreciation, after taxation. So we have just calculated the discount value. They will going to give in the problem itself only, all the problem. Cash flow we have multiplied with this, project X separate, project Y separate. Then total put together we got 24,227, then 34,728. Then once we calculated we got net present value. So net present value here Y we have to add back. So Y is the best because it shows the return is high. Thank you one and all.